Well, at least, like I said, this thing will let me record like a 10-minute video. But like I said, these radios here, these Battlefangs, whatever, the program's called Chirp. It's a hex editor. You dump it in, two-way cord, similar to this. Probably the same procedure these are, but they probably got some security in there and a parity bit or whatever, so you can't, you know, unlock the hidden horsepower or void your warranty or whatever. But my deal was I was going to try to copy this and throw this into this van computer that's in 1.5 million vans. If you go to a junkyard and you can't find a Grand Caravan or Chrysler Town and Country, you got to be fucking blind. There's no way around it. This guy here was a rare gem. He was the Dodge Ram with the 3.7, the 04. This might be a Liberty computer or a Patriot or some shit. Like I said, I grabbed, after I got this to work, I kind of strayed away from these because they're kind of a bitch to get, especially the bumpers on the van, and then these bolts bust off inside there, and they're a motherfucker to get out. There's no way around it, especially in the junkyard and your hands are cold and you're in a hurry and you've got every tool but the one you need. These here, they're a little bit of a pain in the ass. The one bolt in the bottom corner, I think on the Liberty or whatever, he's a bitch to get to. The Dodge Rams, they weren't bad. The Farm with 3.7, I mean, some unfortunate dude bought that truck with the 3.7 in it and paid good hard-earned money for it. I mean, maybe he just wanted a two-wheel drive beater. I don't know. I really don't know, but I wouldn't own one with a 3.7 in it. I don't think it would get out of its own way, but I found one. There's one up there. And then, like I said, this is the Jeep. The 3338 computer is going to look like this. The 3.7 is a different animal. It must share the firing order or whatnot with the big V8s, because that's what I was getting at. These coils fire 1, 2, 3 in all sense and purposes, and this other computer here, these 3.7s fire 1, 3, 2. That's why the coil log don't work. But then, like I said, I bridged the gaps in here to make my imaginary 3 coils, and when this computer took a dump, I plugged one of these other ones in for the 3.7, and it fired my 6-pack coil pack after I'd wired it properly for the 3.7, you know. And, I mean, it worked. It's running. I mean, I ain't going to prove anything to anybody. You can try it if you want. You call me a liar. I don't care. I mean, my Jeep's running. I mean, and I didn't spend $1 million. I got some gas money going to the junkyard, but of course I grabbed, you know, all the shit you grab for a Jeep. Like my vent thing was broke. Got a new heater vent that didn't have someone else's boogers in it. I got the new center console because mine was trashed. I got one out of a old school Cherokee. That's why it's a different color if you look at the video. I didn't care. I just wanted something to put my arm on and put my beer down in. Didn't care. You know, stupid little shit, like the heater knob was missing, and the radio. I actually got my radio out of the junkyard. You know, $30 for a radio. I took a tool battery with me. It made noise. I took it, you know. 25, 30 bucks, and it came with the adapter plate. Now you got $65 in just that, so. I mean, then the new steering wheel with the Cherokee buttons for the cruise control. Just go up there and take a walk. I mean, there's all kinds of shit up there. You know, if you want to do, I'm getting ready to do the rear disc brake swap. And there's plenty of them. I forget what year it is. I got it wrote up somewhere where you take the rear disc brake calipers off one of them Liberties, the bug-eyed looking Liberty or whatever. And you can take the proportioning valve out of Grand Cherokee and swap all that shit around. And you can do half this stuff for basically a weekend's worth of beer and some busted knuckles. You don't got to spend tons of money. I mean, honestly, this was just buying time and kept me from sitting on the couch going nuts because of just trying to figure out what was so damn difficult, what's so special, why this is a big club and we're not in it. But I mean, this here was the 4.0 firing order here with the 3.7, and here's what I said with the fuel injectors. I had to switch stuff around, so this is the firing order for the 3.7. So injector 1 was good, but 5 and 6 you had to switch. And there was enough wire there to reach. You know what I mean? You could just pull your stock harness over, but then you know, right here, the number 5 had to go to the 3, and number 5 had to go over here, because this wiring is the same colors and the same pinout as a 3/7, but they're numbered different because they're numbered for the computer's cylinders and not your cylinders. And another thing I found out was the reason this works is at 05 and 06, you guys probably want to know why you can't put the 5-speed in your Jeep. Because I got a buddy of mine that's buying a bundle of old Jeeps up, and he's got a couple parts ones, a couple, you know, busted tubs or whatever. And I'm like, man, I'd love to have 5-speed in mine. You can't. You can only get 6-speed. Why? Because he did something with the flywheel and where the crank position sensor is mounted, and the notches or the steps or the pulses in the flywheel, and that's why it's such a pain in the ass to put a 5-speed in the 05 and 06, because the flywheel's cog different. Maybe the oil pump drive, distributor, cam sensor things cog different, but for whatever reason, 05 and 06 use the newer style pickups. Tone ring, whatever, for the oil pump drive, and the flywheel's got different notches on it, and the cam sensor's in the same spot, but the crank sensor's in a different spot, and you got to play house and have this flywheel. That's why. So I was sitting here thinking, if I got the 3/7 computer running a 4.0 in my Wrangler with the old school 4.0 but running the new computer, why the hell couldn't you? I don't know if it fit, but I mean, you got a welder, half brain, and the transmission's the same. Why the hell couldn't you put this 4-liter in one of them New Liberties? I mean, I kind of just figured this out here today or yesterday talking to a buddy of mine, and he's like, well, the 3.7 is running your 4.0. Wouldn't it be cool to put the 4.0 in the Liberty? And it's like, I don't know if it fit. The hood looks too small, but, you know, it's short little snout on it. I don't know if it fit. But technically, it probably would work, because as long as you had the 05, 06 block, I don't know if the bowl pattern for the 3.7 is the same as the 4.0. I never looked into it, but if you had the transmission in the block, why the hell not? I mean, you could put this 4.0 in damn near anything that's got the 3.7 in it, respectively, if you had a welder and enough means to do it, and the stock computer would run it. So that's half the damn battle, I'd imagine. I mean, I'd give it a shot. Someone had a Jeep, couple beers, but I don't know whether you're stuck to the old school 4.0 block with the 5.0, or not the 5. I'm thinking Ford Mustang Fox body days here, when we used to put resistors and shit on throttle bodies and twist things. That's why I'm confused, because I'm originally a Ford guy, so I get back asswards. And we did this shit years ago when we were like 10 years old out in the yard trying to get some rad ass car running to go drink beer in the woods. But either way, forget where I was saying now, but either way, you've got the injectors, just switch them around, and then the 05 and 06 blocks has got that oddball flywheel. So I don't know if the 3.7 flywheel would fit, or the 3.7 bow housing's the same, or if you could modify one of the older 4.0s, because 05 and 06, the 4.0, they removed bosses and took plugs and took shit off the block and changed the front drive. I really don't know how hard it would be to convert the old style 4.0 and do the 05, 06, regardless of where you mount it, because I know you can't easily put the old style 4.0 into the new Wrangler, the 06, because shit's all in different spots and stuff won't work and mounts are missing. But I mean, if you were starting from scratch, I don't know what you would do with that. And I'm kind of getting off topic, because it was kind of a neat spin off there to put the 4-liter into damn near anything that has a 3.7. I mean, if you wanted to slam it sideways in a van, I guess that would be cool, but I don't know how the hell you get the hood to shut. But we're at another 10-minute video here, and I'll try to show you some more of these notes and whatnot. So I'll get back into her here.